Hello, everyone. How are you today? So, welcome back to another episode of a Global Hack Week. And so, this is the last episode of our petFinder app. So, let me just open everything up so we can start again. So, welcome, everyone. Hi there. Hi, everyone. So, yeah, we'll be just finishing some kind of points that we didn't finish yesterday. So, let's try to just finish our petFinder app today. So let me share my screen so we can continue with this. And yeah, so yesterday we had some technical problems trying to find out a solution of how to try to solve this problem that we had yesterday. It's just loading, but basically we were building with React.js, Byte, and some React Leaf package in npm package library. And I don't know why it's not loading yet, but let me open another tab so I can see it on full screen. And oh, here we are. So let me share my screen here. And okay, so yesterday we figured out how to put up each part and change the color, and also how to configure some states. So when I click it, add some additional information into it. But beside that, we also need to add another kind of information there. So I think for this time, what we need to do is just to try to change the height of our card whenever we um, click into the card, and just try to fix the display that we are have now. So we have a big box here. Let me just share my screen or like So like this big box that we have, where the that is now selected, there that has a greater color, and ready to change its height, and then try to change the display that is right now displaying itself, to instead of using the row, using a column display. And yeah, I think with that everything should be up. All right, so let's continue and let's try to do that by just changing this, and let me change this again. And okay, so now we have everything now up to do. And also, all right, so let's continue with this. And so what we need to do is just to change the display information that we're going to have for our dark card. So okay, so we have our expanded card. It's a box, but our can content on click kind of clicked. So also we will need to change some of our mm, CSS of our card style. So let's try to change this up by saying, um, oh, I don't know which character I just typed in. Right, so now everything is up, and let's try to just pass. Uh, so if is click, if click, and then the height is going to be 40 pixels. I mean 150 pixels. But if not, I think this should be like 300 pixels. And if not, we're just going to have 150 pixels. So with this, yeah, now everything is changed up. But I think for now this implementation, we need to change the display, right? So for this display, card style, width, and hover, yeah. But also let's try to change the display. So for this card style, we'll just need to say something like display. It's going to be, um, again, make this conditionally. So display direction, no, flex direction is going to be flex direction. It's going to be column if it is clicked, and else is going to be route. It is not. So with this now everything is up, I think so. But also we need to change our display information, I think. So let me just change this again and also try to make a display flex. Uh, column and row, flex direction and display flex. Flex, comma. And I think I should make this inside the card content instead of card here. So display flex. Also, I need to change this flex. That's where we're using CSS into JavaScript. So yeah, now everything is up, but we need to change a little bit the way we're trying to display our box here. So card media, we have a box, we have this info container, let me see icon, right? All right, so we have our card media and our content. So this should be a box, and I think with that everything should be ready to go. And let me just put this into my card content, right. All right, card content, and right. So I think with this now we're up to go, and let me Let me just change this again so we can see. Alright, but I want my direction to be just route. Uh, Card content is always going to be card media, info container, man, Alright, let me just share my screen again here just to see again a little bit more of how can I display this in a good way. So let me see the elements inside this card. Alright, so we have our, where's my box? My box, and my box has the image. Alright, so I think we have two different I think I put the box into another way. Yeah, I should fit it into here like this. I think so. Yeah, and if it's not quick, I think it should be no. Hmm. So let me just change a little bit um, my display direction of my card content. So let me just change this into route. See if everything's good. Yeah, no. What if I use route here? This is my card style. Oh, yeah, everything's good to go from here. But I'm thinking of what did I do here? So I have my image and I have my box, my card media, my info container, and here's closing and here's closing the other box. That is also here. Let me just try to format this a little bit more. And I have my box here. My box is closing. And with this, I'm going to refresh the page a little bit. And I don't know why it's not loading itself. Yeah, now it's loading. Alright, let's try to see again what's going on. Alright, so we have our box. And the box has our card media and our card content. So should my card content be width of 100%? No, I don't think so. Well, what is going on here? So we have our display flags and flux direction should be round. Everything should be justified at the start. No, at the start, yeah. And height should be at 90%. Right, so what is going on now? Should my box just be with a width of 100%? And I'm going to my card media. Why does my card media has alright? Yes. Uh, And what if I use just margin 0 pixels? Because I don't know what is going on now. What did I move? So let me just go again from the start to try to see what was going on now. Hi Indigo, how are you? I need to check up what the problem was here. That made everything just wrap up. All right, so we have our card style. So what I wanted to do is just to try to make my card media and my box information into just one same box, so we can when the card media is displayed, it can be easily displayed without on the back um, of our card. So again, we have our card content, our card media, the card. So let's try to use a box here. And let's try to finish this box here. So yeah, I think the actual problem is the box. So this box should be at an SXF margin with 0, and adding 0 pixels again, 0 pixels, and the width of 100%. And if not, uh, I don't know what we should do. Huh. Let's try to see this again. So a bit more. But to be honest, I don't like to see it in this way. So we have a lot of margin right now. We're at card image. I don't know why we have a lot of margin. But let me just change the margin of page 0 pixels. Alright, so we don't have any margin. Padding also, we don't have any kind of padding. Border, we don't have borders. And with margin, we have tons of margins. I don't know why. And also for the width, we have a lot of width, but I don't know what width of 10 pixels. So we have 10 pixels, a lot of margin again. So alright, if we cannot use a box for just displaying this, maybe we should use another thing. And also let me just open up the Material UI library recommendation so we can just set up a little bit more this and see how we can solve this problem. So now we are on Material UI, so let me just take off part component itself, so try to read out a little bit more of it. And cards contain actions about single subject, a basic card. Alpha cards can support multiple actions, so I control the number for menu, use restraint, and remember that cards and entry points to more complex and detailed information. Alright, set variant of line to render an outline card. Alright, so complex integration and desktop and card content can expand down below geometry to receive. Alright, so card content can expand. Awesome. So I think this should be really great to go. So expand it more, expand order, then transform, expand, rotate, right margin left, outer transition, right recipe view count, expanded, expanded, you state, counter clicks, Yeah, it's the same thing that we are using here. So we can return a card, right? So return card looks weird, card header, right? We have an avatar action, yeah, card media, card content, uh, yeah, card content, type card fee, card counter, card actions, or icon ball, sure, icon, expand more, and expand more. I think it's this thing that we have here. So we have some stat props, expand more props, and expand it and other, return icon button. Alright, so we changed our icon button. Uh, what else? Expand more and expand more icons. So collapse in expanded. So I think collapse is just one other. Yeah, I think collapse is the thing that we're looking at. So this menu is symbol size. Collapse intro. She's using vertical steppers. The coding components use the strategy group internally vertical stepper. For example, the details using collapse, vertical steps. Yeah. So let me see for collapse, movements, collapse transitions. No, collapse API demos import. So import collapse and material AI. API represents collapse component, then learn about the CSS props component. Alright, so the rep is forage with the root element, and what else? So I think collapse is just used into this one. Right, so we have our collapse in expanded and timeout auto or meltdown exit, card content typography, paragraph method typography. Alright, I think we can use collapse instead. So let's try to use collapse instead of the thing we're using up. And also, I think you are not seeing anything, so yeah, let me just add more soon here. So the documentation says that we can use collapse component, so we can use it here. So we have our collapse in expanded, and I think that in expanded is going to be like the indication when it is going to be collapsed at, and expanded is just when expanded is through, and timeout is going to be auto. So card counting, I think we are going to display more card content for this, and we can just make a little bit. We'll try here, and the first thing that we need to do is looking for the collapse um, component, and let me then uh, add this collapse, collapse, and try to pause this, and I think this is good, and then what else we need to do? So collapse in and timeout. It's going to be auto and then auto exit. And this again. Let me just copy and paste this. Right. All right. So then we're going to have some typographies here, and let's try to use this. Mm, you can see the console. So let me reload this again so I can see the console, what is going on. So the console says, uh, expanded did not define, expanded, and okay, yeah, it's just the expanded thing that we had on the collapse here. And, click collapse and click, and timeout is going to be auto. And in the collapse, we need to put up some more card content. So this, let me just unload this and put other card content component. And now we can put the typography ones. So, all right, I think now should be up. I think so. All right, so click, 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 not click. Okay. All right, so I think the animation works, but all right, so now we have the animation, but we don't have the thing that we need to do. So we have the card actions here. All right, so let me see if the CSS changes. Expand more. So we're going to have our card content and yeah. We have our expand more or click hand expand click area expanded. Area level show more. On click hand expand click and expand is going to be expanded. Right set plan and not expanded. Card max width card header. Alright, so area level is going to be receive and icon bottom title from media, card content, typography, alright. So we're going to have expanded, metric, alright. So we have our card actions, and here, and expand it. Alright, so what if we use then, and what if we use just to display the column display? Alright, so what if we instead use think of column then? And also change the type when it's like and do this a little bit more to go. So we can do something like height is equal to I don't know what is going on. So we're going to have something like this, and as expand, click, and if it is changed to 500 pixels, and if not, I change it to just 150 pixels. And right, so now it's clicked. And all right, I think it does something. Let me just see if this works on the screen. Yeah, but let's try to make this transition a little bit more easier. So transition, so be sure that 5 seconds. And yeah, I think now it works. But let me change the transition time a little bit more just to see if everything is now going. Yeah, now it's going to work real well. All right, so now everything is good. I just want to really change this. I don't know if I can insert an element here. Uh, as HTML. No, no. Well, what can we do with this? What if it is? Let me just try just one more time this here, adding another box inside so we can try to finish up this. And, all right, so we have our cloud media. Let's put a div instead of a box. So let's see if there's any kind of problems. We're going to have this, and our box of info container, and our div here. Yeah, and this div should be displayed in style is equal to display flex, and the flex direction should be route. Right? Yeah, I think it works. Finally it works. Awesome. Awesome, real cool. All right, so now what can we do with this? I think the last thing that we need to finish up is to try to search our cute div that we have here and change this height to height is going to be equal to 90%. Yeah, now it works. All right, 90%, but it's not flake. And say that the max, well, I think that our max height could be the same height that we have here. So our height here is 150 pixels. So we can just try something like 150 pixels too, and say something like instead of using height, use max. Height is going to be 150 pixels, and the main height is height is going to be also 150 pixels. Now 125 pixels. Yeah, I think that works. So yeah, now everything is real good to go. Awesome. All right, so let me just add um, some. Let me change the mm, 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 the style of this. Let me change it to min height to 125 pixels and max height to 160 pixels. All right, so let me see. Yeah, yeah. Now it works. Works well. Works fine. And we said that we were going to use a carousel photos inside of the expanded card component. All right, so let me think of how. Let's try to search in the documentation if we can have something like that, like carousel, text with carousel effect. Uh, all right, we can have something like React. This demo uses React simple views to create a carousel. Yeah, I think we can use it. Use that to find the number of steps in small progress. Is varies by when the many steps. All right, I think this should be good. And we can basically copy in and copy out the demo that we have in the description here, and try to do it for itself, right? So let's just try to first open the code and see something here. So we have our mobile stepper, our box. I'll use them. Paper, typography, button, keyboards, arrow left and arrow right. So I don't see where it is using the. No, I think I picked out the wrong demo. Yeah, now it's all right. So we have the autoplay of React simple views, and the simple views of React simple views, the keyboard icons, our button, typography, paper, and mobile stepper. All right, so let's try to copy and paste this, and let me add another component and add a folder. It's called um, simple stepper. What's it? How it's called? Swippable views. Let's try to make another swippable views. Swippable view and add another file. This is going to be index.js. And all right, so let's just try to copy and paste this, and let's try to import the swippable views of this thing. Right. So, all right. Let's try to use to install the React swippable views library. And where is it? No installation. Yeah, well, you can just use npm install React swippable views. So now let me just copy and paste this. And all right. So now let's just read some comments. Hello Indigo, while reading recommendation actually helps. Yeah, I know, right? I didn't know that Hispanic parts would be so easy, but now I see that it really is. Um, I saw your comment, the message that you sent me on Discord, and I forgot to send you your Slack, but give me a couple of minutes and I'll give you your Slack. And also, last night before going to sleep, I was watching a lot of videos of how to make the amajeb bread, and it was tasty. I'm hungry right now. To be honest, I really want to try majed. And also, majed really reminds me of another dish that we have in Mexico that is called tortilla harina. Let me just search for a photo and see. Here they are. Like this is our flour tortilla, so flour tortilla. So you can imagine that it's really tasty. It's made by flour and some pork grease and things like that. But it reminds me, like the preparation videos that I look up on YouTube remind me a lot of Majed. Let me just search for Majed. I think it was spelled like that. Yeah, Majed. and they're kind of similar. I think the only difference is that my app has like um, layers and a lot of vegetables inside it. But I think you can have a little similarity with quesadillas. Like this is our kind of budget. We are also filled with some kind of vegetables, cheese, and a lot of things. But I think Majek has more layers and looks a little bit more tastier and looks thicker also. But if you ever want to try quesadilla, they're so tasty. You have also this design graph which I have created but was also not working. Oh yeah, thanks so much for reminding me. I'm going to send you your Slack ASAP and don't worry about it. I'll send it. I promise. We should have the cooking session on stream and remember that ML should find a journey is to do a cooking session live stream during the pandemic. That is a great idea. I think I should be able to do it. Can customize the sauce, add cheese, but it's a mellow tomato sauce. Yeah, I saw that it has a lot of tomato, vegetables, and some other things that, to be honest, I didn't know what kind of vegetable it was. But they really look tasty. Uh, but yeah, we are so similar. And let me talk about with Mari about how many cooking sessions we can make and what is necessary to make a cooking session. All right, so I can make quesadillas or try to replicate a majab or anything like that. All right. So now let's return to our petFinder app. And all right, so I think there's an error here. So we're solving React JavaScript. Now model drag that from React project and create a resolve dependencies to React from React super view. Exception dependency complex or retry this command with force or legacy force. Right, so let's use the brute force. Right, so I think now everything is up. So have our super view, but don't forget to add the super view. Super view. Let's export it like super view. And again, let me just go to my application and import my super view. Import super view from components. Shift double view and try to paste this and fix this up. Scroll view, super view, it's called super view, right? So let me remove this to so I can copy and paste this. Right, so let's try to see what problem is here. All right, we have a super views, we have our images, uh, images that land. Let me see on my console which character we have. And let me just try to see what is going on in our console and also all resources are responded with set of 500. We reload this, imported, token expected. Oh yeah, I think I have to copy out TypeScript. Isn't that right? Did I copy out on TypeScript? I don't know. So I think I didn't. I copy out the TypeScript version. All right, let me copy out just the JavaScript version and import it again and change it by super view. Copy and paste this again, and I don't know, like what should be real ready to go. I think. Let me reload this again. See if there is any problem again. Failed to parse source import analysis because the content contains. All right, yeah, .js and let's see everything. If everything is okay, everything is up, and let's try to go again by auto time. It's loading, it's loading. Create them. Default is not a function at box. All right, so we have them. Let's try to change the use them. Let me erase everything that them. Uh, so let me alright, use them. Because styles, alright. Change this with this. Axis equal to RTL. Right, so RTL images the map, yeah. Then that direction, next go. Direction is equal to RTL, yeah. So I think it should be left, I don't know. Our left and our right. What did I do? I don't know. Alright. And this also, let's try to change this to our right. Go back. So let's try to see what the problem is. So we have our let's see, yeah. Why we don't have create them default is not a function. Yeah. Where are we using create them? Create them is not a function at box.js 22. That's kind of right. So call them, create them, create box mix system, box.js. Where are we using box? Our box? What is going on? I'm trying to try to see it's a problem of our component itself or it's a problem of the library that we just imported itself. Inside it, I click which one is it called format this thing and for now everything should be up. Let's try through all this and Go again. Export default. Our SQL view. SQL view. Go again. And also go again here. So we can see current default is a function. Alright. I think should this is a problem with the library that we just imported. Yeah. Let me see again. Go to the last part. Can I claim just my console? Yeah. Reload this thing again. Yeah, I think it's a problem with our library that we just installed. So what can we do? I think I'm going to look up at our package.json itself. So, alright, TypeScript and appendices, drag down TypeScript, React Lib, React Super views. Super views and erase this and alright. Or package.json. Have something specific, yeah. And TypeScript React, TypeScript drag down. Where do we have to shift here? Top models React Super view. And we have to do this forward, super views. Force net model. Use utils. So let's try to use something like React. Flexible views from the root project. Yeah. Alright. I don't know what is going on. My Rebel just died itself. Top? No, I don't know. I just want to go with the shell, but right now the shell is on. So npm uninstall React Superbowl is Superbowl. Alright, a file converter, spin a token, JSON, no package that you may execute, JSON, also JavaScript. Complete like this, well, I don't know what is going on, but our like just exploded, so yeah, it's weird. Hmm. Let me copy and paste this just to see if I did everything well. So I can just paste this. Alright, so we can run that. We can run that. I don't know what is going on. I think what I can do is just to remove the package slug JSON and just put a classic npm install, shell off npm install, try to, no, I don't know what is going on here. So we have the package JSON then. So we have all of our dependencies, the dependencies as well. Then if I cannot add anything, I'm going to just delete the package, that model, and then go to say something like npm install uh, everything up, right? This is really time not able to find a file. Not such file directory. Yeah, we just deleted package.json, right? So we can just upload a new file and say something like package.json. And because we don't have any kind of package.json, we just can just um, go with it. Package.json. Right, so we have our package.json. All right, yeah. So can we try to do npm run that again? Or even just npm install. Let me clear first this up. Let's say expected token JSON position while parsing near applet. Uh, all right. This is tough. I don't want to remove this. Uh, so npm install, and let's try to. Let me search for if there's any kind of problem with our package JSON package. JSON parser, formatter, formatter and validator, and let me just copy and paste this JSON. Right. So now we have our JSON. It's here and process. Yeah, I think for now it is fine. I don't find any kind of problems. I even use some validator. So what is the problem then? Unexpected token in JSON acquisition while parsing near. The dependencies. So let's try to use ChatGPT then. Hope ChatGPT is working today. So let's try to do something like hello there. I'm using a package.json file, but I want to know if there is any problem because when we try to do npm install, an error appears. Okay, so let's try to copy and paste this, and I don't see any other syntax string for the file. However, there's a round comma after dependency. All right. So for that comma is all the here. Is it? All right. So let me just do this again. Yeah, the comma was a problem. All this problem for just a comma. I cannot believe it. All right. So let's try to do this again. npm install run that, and yeah, now this should be working now. Let's go again with everything that we have. Yeah, let me open a new tab. And right, I think everything now is up. And yeah, let me just log in, check if everything's now going on. Uh, and all right, I think for now we're not going to use that carousel. Maybe we can even just put some random photos instead of putting a photo of Rex. Use a collab of some three random pictures of Rex instead. So for that, let me just put my card info. Let me share my screen into the Rapid and go to the bed info and to our dot card. Then we're going to have instead of our photography, we're going to have our content of cards. I think Flutter UI also uses some other components that are viewed with our gallery, but I cannot remember which one was. So let's try to search some gallery of photo image list. Let's try to see what image list. The image list displays a collection of images in organized grid. Yeah, this worked. Standard image lists are the for items of equal importance. They have a uniform container, site value, and spacing. Yeah, I think this should be good. Add the image list file behind, plus certain items or ordering collection. They can create pairs using various containers, cities, and radios. Yeah, this sounds good to be honest. And all right, so woven email image lists. No, I don't like this missionary image list. No, title bars. Mm, no, I think we should be good with just our our normal image list. Right, so let me just copy and paste this image list. Alright, so we're going to have our items. Okay, we're going to have our image list and image list item. Let me import first import this and copy and paste for now and the image list item. And go again here and export the file function, start an image list and try to just put the image list here. Alright, so I need to paste this here, maybe part counted that's going to be expanded. Format this a little bit more. I don't know what happened here, but alright. Alright, we have our image list. It's going to have our width of the width of this card is just 400 pixels, so it would need to be 300 pixels and a height of 300 pixels. Also, upholstery row height 100 itself, and we're going to have three for each item data that map. We are going to have image list item. It's going to have an item. So for our item data, we're going to have here. Let me just copy and paste this and make another file here. File item data. Data.js. Try to export this data and what did I do? Item data and go again back to index and try to import that. Import item data from item data, which should be good to go. What's going on? Yeah, item data. So now we should be good, I think. And all right, so we have our item data for each item data. that map we're going to put an interface, and the source is going to be yeah, fit up and out of search, yeah, item the title, and loading is going to be lazy. So let me this up to see any kind of problems. And the reverse model source component of per item data does not provide export name default. Default. Yeah, my bad. The item data is in importance item data. Yeah, now we can access the item data. We should be able to access the item data, right? Yeah, now we are able to access the item data for now. And yeah, now we are able to see more photos of this. But now we are just going to, for this example, I think it should be good. We're just trying to expand our images of ducks of of Rex instead of all dogs. But let me just search for Labrador in Splash. Uh, Try to search up for more photos of Rex. I think this one is awesome. It should be a good one. And let me just paste them up while I'm looking up here. One also looks awesome. And alright, this is looks good. This one also looks good. It's good as well. Yeah, I think for now we should be good with these ones. And let me just go again to my item.data and try to change this up to um, all these photos, and we have just that for Unsplash. Yeah, I think we should be good for now with these items that we have here. So let me see if they're loading itself. Yes, they are. They're loading up. They look cute. Alright, so we already have our list of images. Let me just delete the other ones. And go again, try to see if everything's ready to go up now. Or if I forget, yeah, I think if I get a comma here, now everything should be good now. Yeah, we're good. But let me just change the, yeah, I forget to remove this one. Different folder. Let me just log one file, so for Labrador. I mean, Rex looks cool here. Like, he has some big Christmas vibes. Yeah, let's continue with this, and we are almost finished for now. We have our picture, and I think now all the images should be ready to go. If I'm not wrong. Yeah, now all the images are cool, no hacks, and uh, all right. Also, the doggos are showing itself. Let me just change this to, instead of using the marker, using the name of the pet and some information about it. And also, I forget to add the radio component of each dock itself. So I think we won't be able to do it for now. But because we just have 10 more minutes in the stream, let me just share with you the Replit itself so you can use it. And let me just make it public so you can use it. And petFinder and some to do. Um, create a radio for each marker and make it here while time passing. Um, Center the map to marker position whenever the marker is clicked. What else? Buttons of what can we do with this? Add buttons of find it pet, and I I found a pet. I found a pet. I found a pet, and uh, I think I saw this pet. Uh, I saw this pet. What else? We have our create radio for each marker. Buttons. Um, create a window with the full image of each image in the image list. All right. I think those to-dos are good to go. Let me go next. A tag, open source like React, open source, pets, um, LH, and what other one? Mm, well, yeah. Mm, global, I agree. Right. So for icon, let me just change this image to another image. And I think I have some images here, but I don't have an icon right now. So for now, I think I'd be good to go with just a double image. Yeah, I think with this we're good to go. And for car photo, I don't have any car photo. Let me just publish so you all have the template. And yeah, so now I have the template. Yeah, search bar will be good. You can add some comments into the record that I just shared with you, so you can add more ideas that will be good for the project. And let's just not keep it up here. Let's try to finish the project um, with with the help of everyone. Let's make this open source. And also, I'm going to create the GitHub repo. Uh, and then I think I'm going to share it with you, but on the Discord channel, so we can all contribute to the petFinder app. Right. So we still have some minutes to go. So what do you think if we just go now and try to search of what like recapitulates everything that we do with the petFinder app? We didn't finish. We advanced a lot. I think we had like 3 hours. No, we had almost 7 8 hours of work with this and 6 hours of programming because the first episode we just designed out. So don't worry about it. It's like a day of working, so it's a good step for starting now. And yeah, so let me just share my screen again. And all right, so now you're seeing it. So first thing that we did, we used Figma. So remember, Figma is a designing tool that you can use for creating UIs, applications, components, prototypes. Try to simulate what your application is going to do and where it's going to do it. Um, just try to be comfortable with it. I know it seems kind of difficult to use because everything that is now on the internet and like all the photos that everyone has with Figma. But don't worry about it. To be honest, it is really easy. Um, I think with 2 hours, you'll be able to use Figma whenever you want. And yeah, so after that, we use Material UI. That is our React library of material design package. And I don't know what it's taking so long to load images. But yeah, basically Material UI is just a CSS library that you can use whenever you want. And it would be good if you want to use it in any way. Um, it is really easy to learn it. Like not that easy to be honest, because you can have like a lot of troubles like the ones I had on the stream, and most of them are not from Material UI, are like from the packages or some missing command that was there making some problems. But yeah, for now everything is on. Also, we use React Leaflet. There is our Leaflet Maps React library that we can use to customize formats, to create formats with any kind of thing that we want to add. And yeah, you can use it in any kind of way that you want. It is easy to use. It is really easy to install. Like you can install it in just 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It is really easy to use. Try to give it a try if you want. And yeah, you can go from it. And what else did we learn? It's React Website, we use material libraries, and yeah, most of it was just using React and some JavaScript and some other libraries. All right. So I think with this we have everything that we need. Remember that I just shared the replit of the project, so you can to get an eye up on it. So for today and for the series of making and creating the Finder app will be we're good for now. So don't worry about it. I think you. I'll see you later. Indigo and I don't know who SSS 234445. I also don't forget you. I'll send you a message in Discord with your codes. And yeah, I think I'll see you there. Thank you so much for being here in this series, and I'll see you in the next Global Hack Week. So remember, we have Global Hack Weeks month. You can access to all the activities our into our Discord of the official page. You can access whenever you want, and also remember to be present for the next global hack week, that we're going to have our global hack week for APIs. And tomorrow we are also going to have activities. So if you are in a guild, don't forget to reclaim your points. If you have not registered for this activity, for this stream, try to register again for your reclaiming your points and reclaiming your points of your guild, and you'll be good to go. So, all right. So yeah, next global hack week is going to be on April 3rd to April 10th, and we're going to learn a little bit more about APIs and how to work with APIs. So don't worry about it. I think this should be fun. This will be good. And yeah, thanks so much for being here. I'll see you everyone on the next global hack week, and have a nice day, night, whatever you are. And thank you so much, Indigo, for being in each stream. I'll see you in Discord. See ya. See ya, everyone.